Hi there, I am Kimberly Steele. I don't know if you can hear me or see me yet. I think you can. I am streaming to you from my home in northern Illinois. I sing these Orphic hymns sometimes on weekends, and they are musical poems, meaning they are poems that existed long before I did. They're from ancient Greece, and they are about the gods and goddesses of ancient Greece, and then they were translated into English by Thomas Taylor. He translated them twice. Essentially, his life was between the 1700s and 1800s. His life spanned those two centuries. He was like many of us. He had a life that went from one century to another, and his translations are the ones that I use, and I've set them to my own songs because whatever songs they had were forgotten and lost. So I think they did once have songs, but they've been gone for a while. And so today I will sing some of the if there's anybody who tunes in. Hey Fagan, how are you? If you have any requests, let me know. Just let me know what's up, and then I will sing that, whatever you request. If I haven't yet arranged it, I'll let you know that too. All right, so this is going to be, this is going to be Helios, or the sun. Here, golden Titan, whose eternal light with broads of day illumines all the sky, self-born, unwearied in diffusing light, and to all eyes the mirror of delight. Lord of the seasons, with thy fiery car, and leaping coursers, beaming light from far, with thy right hand the source of morning light, and with thy left the father of the night, agile and vigorous venerable sun, fiery and bright around the heavens you run, foe to the wicked but the good man's guide, o'er all his steps propitious you preside, with various fountain gold and large is thine, to fill the world with harmony divine, Father of ages, God of prosperous deeds, the world's commander, born by lucid steeds, immortal Joel, all searching, bearing light, bearer of fruit, pure and fiery bright, agile and warm, almighty Lord of years, Father of obscurity, whom every power reveres, great eye of nature and the starry skies, doomed with their fall gift flames to set and rise, dispensing justice, lover of the stream, the world's great despot, o'er all supreme, faithful defender and the eye of the right, of steeds the ruler and of life the light, with bounding whip for fiery steeds you guide, when in the car of day you glorious ride, propitious on these mystic labors shine, and bless thy suppliants with the life divine. Hey, thank you very much. That was the Orphic hymn to Helios, or the sun. Nona, I think you probably know this, but I did record this Wandering Day for you. Weren't you the one who requested that? The one from Lord of Rings, Rings of Power? Maybe, I don't know if it was you. It might have been someone else. I did record it, and it actually tends to be, what's really funny is at least with the people I know in real life, it tends to be everyone's favorite as far as like the song, and they don't even know the song, which is kind of funny. It's like between that one and I have done it's not on YouTube yet, but I've done a recording of Let It Go from Frozen, which tends to be a favorite as well. Yeah. So it's just funny which ones end up being favored by people. For those of you who are singers and want to sing with me, I am on this app called Smule, Smule, and you can actually sing a duet with me if you want. There's only one duet on there right now, but I'm gonna make some more. And Smule is really interesting because you can either sing on your own, or you can sing with other people. It's very fascinating. You can actually sing duets. Which project, Kaiden? Which one? I've got so many. My secret one is going really well. The one that I really can't talk about until it gets a little more developed. Yes, it's going extremely well. I wish I could say more about it. I just really don't want to jinx it. Yes, Kai, I am going to post ones that are in the works. One, I'm going to be recording Hades. And then I will post that one. And I want to re-record Poseidon. I don't know if he's on there, if he's on YouTube or not, but I have to re-record him first because there was a problem. It wasn't with the studio, it was with my guitar. I used one of my guitars that has a bad fret buzz, and that guitar is now very retired, but it's my student ended up inheriting it from me. I sold it to her for cheap, and it's great as a learning guitar, but unfortunately I had to retire it. The fret buzz was just too annoying. But I was very attached to that guitar because it was my college guitar. So anyway, it went 4 years with me, carrying it around, and people would always ask the strangest questions about it because I had this hard shell case, because believe me, you can't have a guitar without a hard shell case and expect the guitar to survive. But people would always ask me if I was like packing guns, which is hilarious because I don't shoot guns. I don't know any, I leave that to other people with better aim. All right, I am going to sing Athena. Again, I can do requests for Orphic hymns that you guys want. I always do Apollo on Sundays, but other than that, I'm open. And I'm gonna tune up a little bit. Sprung from the half Job, our splendid me. right? I hope that musical prayer reaches Athena, the blue-eyed maid, for you today. All right, I would like to do one. It's actually not. Written down in here. It's just my little book here. I would like to do the Orphic hymn to Hestia for Nona. And this goes out with prayers for the security of your home and blessings to your residents. Daughter of Saturn, venerable dame, the seed containing of unwearied flame, the sacred rites, ministers are thine, mystics much blessed, holy and divine. Gods have fixed place, strong and stable, basis of the mortal race, eternal, much formed, ever florid queen, laughing and blessed, and of splendid mien, observe these rites, for each just desire, and bless this home, needful good inspire, and bless your home, needful good inspire. Thank you very much. That was the Orphic hymn to Hestia. Again, if you have requests for hymns you would like me to play, let me know in the chat. This is the Orphic hymn to Dionysus. Dionysus, I call out, sounding and divine, fanatic god, a twofold shape is thine. Thy various names and attributes I sing, O firstborn, thrice begotten, Bacchic king, O rural and ineffable, two-formed and obscure, O double-horned with ivy crowned, Eon and pure, bow-faced and martial, bearer of the vine, endued with counsel, ebullient and divine, triennial, whom the leaves of vines adorn, of Jove and Proserpine, a coldly born, immortal deity, hear my suppliant voice, give me in blameless plenty to rejoice, and listen gracious to my mystic prayer, surrounded with thy choir of nurses fair. That goes out with a prayer to Dionysus for plenty, for you to have lots of bounteous abundance in your life. Party well, but don't party so hard that you regret it the next day. But then I've always been a square, so of course I would give that advice. I never was one to really overindulge in too many things. That's just me. It's my nature. Kind of a boring square. All right. So anyway, so this is a Orphic hymn to Pluto, or Hades, if you will. So in these particular Orphic hymns, they're considered the same deity. It's not that they are the same deity. It's just that for the Orphic hymns, they're just kind of lumped in. But Hades and or Pluto, god of the underworld, to Pluto and or Hades, I shall pray for you if you've recently lost someone, if they are in my belief anyway, if they're in the underworld, then Hades will have mercy on them. All right, so this is Orphic hymn to Pluto. This one is not yet released. Planning on it at some point. You know what? I'm just going to retune to regular tuning. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Pluto magnanimous, whose realms profound are fixed beneath the firm and solid ground, in Tartarian plains remote from fight, and wrapped forever in the depths of night. Terrestrial Jove, thy sacred ear incline, and please accept thy mystic scene divine. Earth's keys to the illustrious king belong, its secret gates unlocking deep and strong. 'Tis thine abundant annual fruits to bear, for needy mortals are in thy constant care. To thee, great King of Ernest, is assigned the seed of gods, the basis of mankind. Thy throne's fixed in Hades' dismal plains, distant and known to rest, where darkness reigns, where destitute of breath pale spectres dwell. In endless dire inexorable hell, and in dread Acheron, whose depths obscure earth's stable roots eternally secure. Almighty deity, whose decision dread the future fate determines of the dead. With captive Sepine through grassy plains, drawn in a folio car with loosened reins, wrapped o'er the deep, impelled by love you flew, to lose in a city rose to view. There in a wondrous cave, obscure and deep, the sacred maid secure from search you keep. The cave of Mathis, whose wide gates display an entrance to kingdoms void of day. of unapparent works thou art alone, the dispensator, visible and known. O power all-ruling, O holy honored light, the sacred poets and their hymns delight, propitious to thy mystic's works incline, rejoicing come, for holy rites are thine. Thank you. That was the Orphic Hymn to Hades, not yet heard anywhere else online except this broadcast, as it is not yet a studio recording. All right. I'm going to do the Orphic Hymn to Adonis, also not yet recorded. So if you are a fan of my channel, you may have heard it on this live stream, but this one is not released. March, the named and best of daemons, hear my prayer. The desert loving, decked with tender hair, joy to diffuse by all desired is thine. Much formed, debulous ailment divine, Emmanuel, all charming to the sight, Adonis ever flourishing and bright, at stated periods doomed to set and rise, with splendid lamp the glory of the skies. To horn and lovely, reverenced with tears of beauteous form, adorned with copious hair, rejoicing in the chase, all graceful power, sweet plant of Aphrodite, love's delightful flower, descended from the secret bed of day, of lovely haired infernal Proserpine. 'Tis yours to think in Tartarus profound, and shine again through heaven's illustrious round, with beauty's temple orb restored to sight. Come with earth's fruits, and in these flames delight. Thank you. That was the Orphic Hymn to Adonis. If you're ever interested in following along with the words, these are available at theoi.com. They have basically a whole list of them, and they are the translations I'm using. I mean, I can't type and hold the guitar at the same time, clearly. So anyway, theoi.com. They won't let me put a URL, and I don't know how to do that in OBS, but let me just put this out there. theoi.com. Okay, so that they have all of the Thomas Taylor translations at that website, and you can absolutely, if you like doing that, follow along with what I'm saying. I try to enunciate as best I can, but I can only do so much. I mean, these are honestly, the lyrics for these are very strange. And Fagin, you read my mind because I had just opened the page to Aphrodite. Again, in these particular, in this system, Aphrodite is Venus. I'm not saying that they're the same deity. I have no idea. I would assume maybe sort of. But yes, I will play Aphrodite, and then certainly Apollo, and then that'll be it, unless you have other requests for me. Heavenly illustrious, left and loving queen, sea-born night loving, of it all for me, crafty from whom necessity first came, reducing thy all connecting dame, design the world with harmony to join, all things spring from the opal divine, the triple fates are ruled by thy decree, all productions equal like to thee, whatever the heavens encircling all contain, earth for producing and the stormy main, the sway infests and obeys that not, all full attendant of the Brahmo god, goddess of marriage charming to the sight, mother of loves and banqueting's delight, source of persuasion, secret favoring queen, lustrous, born apparent and unseen, spouse of the purple and merely inclined, prolific, most desire, life-giving kind, great scepter bearer of the gods, 'tis thine, mortals and necessary bands to join, and every tribe of savage monsters die, magic chains to bind them mad, to Cyprus, born into my prayer inclined, whether exalted in the heavens you shine, or pleased in Syria's temple to reside, or the Egyptian plains that guide fashioned of gold and near its sacred flood, fertile land found to fix thy blessed abode, or rejoicing in the azure shores, near the sea with foaming billows roars, the circling choirs of mortals thy delight, beautiful limbs with thy cerulean bright, please by thy sea banks renowned of old, drive thy rapid to your car, go pipping Cyprus with thy mother fair, merry women praise thee every year, beautiful virgins in the chorus join, dawn is view to sing in thee divine, come all attracted to my prayer inclined, for thee I call with all the reverent mind. Thank you so much. So that was the Orphic hymn to Aphrodite. I would happily play that TCB. I will play Hermes/Mercury for you. And yes, Kai, I shall play Hecate for you. One thing I don't want to forget, Demeter. I consider her a patron goddess of mine, even though technically I'm a druid. I'm a druid polytheist. And so what's nice about that is our gods aren't jealous. I don't think they are anyway. I probably should, check myself before I wreck myself on that. I don't think they're jealous. I feel like they're a lot more forgiving and just, how to say, just more open to us worshiping other gods. So anyway, I sadly do not know this one by heart, so I'm just gonna look at the lyrics here just so I don't mess them up. This is the Orphic hymn to Universal Mother Demeter. Then I will sing Hermes for you, TCB for sure, Hecate, and then Apollo. Oh, Universal Mother, Ceres famed, the source of wealth and various named, great nurse, all bounteous, blessed and divine, who joys in peace to nourish corn is thine. O goddess of seed, of fruits abundant fair, harvest and threshing are thy constant care, who dwellst in Eleusina seeds retired, lovely, delightful queen by all desired, nurse of all mortals, whose benignant mind first plowing oxen to the yoke confined, and gave to men what nature's wants require, with various means of bliss which all desire, in bird or flourishing, in honor bright, assessor of great Bacchus, bearing light, rejoicing in the reaper's sickles kind, whose nature lucid, earthly, pure we find, prolific, strong, nurse of gentle way, thy daughter loving, holy Proserpine, a car with dragons yoked is thine to guide, and parties singing round thy throne to ride, only begotten, much producing queen, all flowers are thine, and fruits of lovely green, bright goddess, come with summer's rich increase, swelling and pregnant, leading, smiling peace. O come with fair concord and imperial health, and join with these a needful store of wealth. All right, thank you very much. Demeter is a good one to pray to when you are anticipating a harvest, meaning let's say you've done some kind of hard work. It doesn't need to be agricultural work, but it certainly could be. Meaning it doesn't mean gardening necessarily, but if you've been sowing seeds in any way, metaphorical or literal, she's a good one to pray to, because she will help you to realize the fruits of your labor. And that she's the goddess of summer as well, so she's the time when everything is bountiful and green. So that's a nice time to pray to her too. All right, so let me do Hermes. Absolutely, I shall. What I would appreciate if you could tap along at home with any rhythm that you hear. I can't hear you, but maybe someday I'll set up the technology so I can hear you. It could happen. All right, so this is Hermes. Hermes, draw near, and to my prayer incline, angel of Jove, and my son divine, prefect of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, celestial messenger of various skill, whose powerful art could watchful Argus kill. With winged feet 'tis thine to the air to course, O friend of man, and prophet of his cause, great life supporter to rejoice his light. In arts gymnastic and in fraud defined, with power endured, all language to explain, of care the loosener and the source of gain. Whose hand contains a blameless peace, the rod of Carusian, blessed profitable God of various speech, whose aid in works to find, and in necessities to mortals kind, dire weapon of the tongue, which men revere, be present Hermes, and thy suppliant here, since my life conclude my work with peace. Give graceful speech and memories increase. Thank you so much. All right, so that is the Orphic hymn to Hermes for TCB. Thank you for requesting that. And now I shall do the Orphic hymn to Hecate. And this one goes out to Kai. Once again, Hecate is a goddess of the underworld. So if you have anyone who is who you've lost recently, that she's a really good one to pray to. When I had whenever a friend or relative of mine dies, I pray to Hecate to help them through the underworld. Thank you, TCB. Sepulchrally Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate that. That was the Orphic hymn to Hecate, going out with prayers for your loved ones who've recently entered the underworld. All right, and okay, the last one I'll sing today is Apollo. And Apollo is the god of the sun, and I'm sure you guys all know that. I think you guys are more Greek god literate than most. Thank you so much, Kai. This one is going out for prayers for your health and the health of your loved ones, with prayers for the health of the ones on the Ika Sophia list run by Toonsmith. I'm sure some of you know what that is. It's a prayer list, and if you have any prayer requests, certainly get on it. It's really good. All right, and so this is the king also of divination and of prophecy. So if you are into divination, which I am, definitely this is for you. All right, so this is Apollo. Again, the lyrics of Apollo can be found on theoi.com. I believe I've also posted the lyrics on queeniemusic.bandcamp. I'm certain I have. So you can look this up at Queenie Music, queeniemusic.bandcamp.com, and the lyrics are also at theoi.com. Propitious to my prayer, let's just pound my feet and tribes revere. Say her of Deities, God of health, like corn and famous fruitful source of wealth. Spermatic gold in the line the field from thee receives its constant rich fertility. Titanic groanies and Smithnian I sing, Python destroying hollowed, Delphine king, rural light bearer, the muse's head, noble and lovely, armed with arrows dread, Baharonic mark and twofold and divine, Parfarter fuse, Kosolic is thine. Of Delhian king, whose light producing God, he's all within, all beneath the sky, whose locks of gold, whose oracles are sure, whose soul is good reveals precepts pure. Hear me entreating for the humankind, hear and be present with benignant mind. For thou surveyest this boundless ether all, and every part this terrestrial ball, abundant and blessed, the piercing sight stands beneath the gloomy silent night. Beyond the darkness starry-eyed, profound the stable roots, deep peaks by thee are found. The world's wide bounds all flourishing in thine, the self-source and the end divine. 'Tis thine all nature's music to inspire, various sounding harmonizing lyre. Now the last string thou taught to sweet accord, divinely sounding now the highest chord. The immortal golden lyre, now touched by thee, receives a Dorian melody. Nature strives to be their different soul, changing seasons from thy music flow, and speaks by thee equal parts advance, the summer and winter in alternate dance. This claims the highest and that the lowest string, the Dorian measure choose a lovely spring. Hence by mankind and royal to ornate, mating whistling winds through searing's fame, sends to thy care figures seals consign, stamps the world with forms of every kind. He may bless in power in these rites rejoice, and save thy mystics with suppliant voice. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Apollo, going out with prayers for your health and for your music. If you are studying music, he's the one to pray to for sure. It certainly helped me out, as I need all the help I can get. All right. So I hope you have a blessed week and a blessed Sunday, and that hope everything goes well for you, and hope